Hello and welcome. Welcome back to our Hearts of Iron 4 campaign, Pax Americana. I am Captain Fangdangle, and I am happy to have you watch today. We will get straight into it, I suppose. No need to wait around. So, it's been a couple of days since I played last, and I apologize for that. So it might take me a second to register what I was doing again. Not a hell of a lot by the looks of it. We have our invasion of Mexico planned. We are slowly but surely turning fascist. I'm not sure if we're going to get there in time though. So every month we get a new percent, basically. Means about, we'll call it like 10%. So in 2 years, we might become fascist. Here we go, more civilian factories. So what are we in need of? Nothing particularly, but we should get, I might start building some synthetic refineries just to get some more rubber. Although in saying that, we're not really going to be using a lot of motorized, but aircraft use rubber, so we shall quickly. How many is that? 5. There we go. Right. New research. We will be grabbing excavation. Slowly getting that. We will grab this. Because our fleet, we're still going to be focusing on mainly destroyers and light cruisers with some aircraft carriers in there. But primarily it is going to be, I mean, I realize we have, what, 3 battleships and a couple of heavy cruisers, but that's sort of just going to be like the hitting hard part of it. We're not going to be making that the baseline. Yep, we'll grab that. Why not? I mean, it is almost 400 days away. But we'll have it before anyone else. Which is going to pretty much cut all our research down by a quarter, which is pretty helpful. Hey, Amelia Earhart circumnavigates the globe. That's actually really good. It means that when we declare war, we can actually have Amelia Earhart arrive as an ace, which is will be pretty awesome. Concentrated industry. Start working on Marines. What is our current focus? Air Warplanes Division. I see. The only problem with going fascist is I think we might lose the New Deal. And possibly Home of the Free. Our new focus shall be air support. I don't think we're actually, we're not actually producing any aircraft yet. What are our techs for aircraft? Well, we have the P-40 as a fighter. And it's still quite a way away. Now, the music seems a little bit quiet, so I apologize about that. I will quickly, actually, just see if I can... Hold on, I'll be back in... There we go. Sorry about that. I hope that's not too loud now. I mean, I can still barely hear it, but hopefully it'll come up a bit nicer in the video. Ooh, plus 5% popularity to fascists, but minus 5% national unity. But more fascism support. So, fascist assault divisions form. The political and martial have always been intertwined in fascism. In parallel with its growing political movement, fascist parties have begun to form paramilitary organizations to protect against both internal and external threats, the internal threats being their political opponents. Although many people find this development worrying, the wave of militaristic fervor, that's what it should be, has led to an increased amount of volunteers joining our armed forces. The political leaders of the movement have pointed out that their opponents have reason to be afraid. Having the army permeated on several levels by so many explicitly political elements, the enemies of the United States and the enemies of the fascism are beginning to look very much alike. Only traitors have anything to fear. We will grab... we're going to grab military police, because we're going to be needing our cavalry divisions to be upgraded to have military police, because they have high suppression, so we can keep Mexico in line. So we're at 39% fascist. Sorry. So I may have lied earlier. I don't think it was going to be... Hold on, so what's that? So every 2 days we get 0.1, which means every 20 days we're getting 1%. Not long, not long. We will go check out what... We'll go check out what the other nations of the world are doing. Britain's going for fortifying Malta, just down here. France is the Grande Battery, which is just the Grand Battery. It's to do with artillery, probably. Escort effort for Italy. The German Reich is going for the Anti-Comintern Pact. Poland is going to develop Upper Silesia. Russia is going for improve the railway network. And finally, Japan is trying to grab their extra research slot. Grab support weapons. So little available. Now we're going to save up the points quickly so we can revoke the guarantee of ours for Mexico. Oh, that's true. What resources do they have? Oil, tungsten, steel. So we're not really invading them for resources, it's more just being able to get down through here. Cuba is going to be our next target because 160 chromium is quite nice. Not that we really lack for any resources, but military police is done. And we'll grab the maintenance company. Mexico. We're revoking our guarantee. Well, tension has zipped up a little bit. And we will grab the Reaffirming of the Monroe Doctrine. We'll grab that now. Yeah. Because we want to start being able to turn. Although, actually, would having them be... Well, having them be fascist, they wouldn't be able to join the Allies, would they? Because they're a different ideology. Although maybe the like at war bonus / penalty would sort of counteract that. We will just have to wait and see. Invading Canada is not going to be any real fun. Improved artillery. You know what, we'll wait for that. We'll grab the radio. So, Nationalist Spain did in fact win. Yep. So we're actually lacking quite a large amount of infantry equipment. The Marco Polo Bridge incident. Japanese and Chinese forces have skirmished inconclusively over the strategic Marco Polo Bridge located just southwest of Beijing. So things are heating up. So that would be like just over here actually, southwest. Yeah. Curious. How is our infrastructure looking? Not bad, but also not particularly great. There we go. because I believe it also facilitates like strategic redeployments. So that'll be quite helpful when we invade Canada, because we'll just zip up the sides. Why can't we get that 20% world tension? Ah, I see. Because most of it hasn't been done by the people we need it to be. Alright, we'll go for the close air support effort. And we'll grab excavation too. Bring our support weapons back up as high as we can before our invasion of Mexico, because we are now at 44%. Let's see what the rest of the world is doing. Air defense for the United Kingdom. France is extending the Maginot Line, which I believe brings it up through here. Yeah. Germany's going for wonder weapons. Wow, before the war's even broken out, this could be interesting. Italy is going fortification effort. I'm not actually sure what that does for Italy. I'm assuming it builds forts and sea forts somewhere. Poland is between the seas concept. Interesting. The Soviet Union is socialist realism. And finally, Japan is going to war with China. Interesting indeed. We'll start training some. We'll do 5 now. You guys can pop up in Texas. It's going to be quite a while before anything else happens, technology-wise. Yep, there we go. What's this? Poland seeks Baltic cooperation. There is no outcome for us that does not risk yet more oppression of the Polish people. Following Poland's distancing from the international community, Polish politicians have been pursuing the idea of between the seas. While the hope is to create an alliance stretching from the Baltic to the Black Sea, their stated priority remains to reinforce their position against threatening influence to both the east and the west. To this end, Poland is seeking to be closer with their neighbours in the Baltic. Interesting. Interesting indeed. So I wonder if they're going to be able to nab up some alliances with, say, like Lithuania and Latvia, Sweden, that sort of area, and possibly even Romania. I doubt it though, because they'll probably swing to fascism. Sorry about that, just had to quickly zip outside to grab something. So unfortunately, I forgot to start my clock for the timer for recording this. So I don't actually know how long this episode's going to be. I apologize. So it's either going to be longer than usual or shorter than usual. But hopefully, you guys don't mind too much. I dislike Germany. apparently we're not as... We're stronger, but we're not as confident as what we were. We're gonna bring you back. So we just got the close air support effort. We are going to grab war propaganda, because why wouldn't we? What's that caused by? Japan, I see. Ooh, the United Kingdom's going for a motorized army. France is expanding their industry. Germany is Anschluss with Austria. Italy's going for their extra research slot. Poland's going for their extra research slot. The Soviet Union's going for positive heroism. And Japan is going for... They're trying to stop China and Germany from having any ties. We will start picking up improved machine tools. We'll start getting some more military factories. We don't have any army experience yet, which is fine, because we will get some... I'm not actually sure when we get any. We get 5 there. I wonder if we can still be the arsenal of democracy if we're not democratic. Interesting. Interesting indeed. 48% fascist. Slowly moving over. Why are you taking attrition? Oh, it's because you're getting out of the way. Ooh. Anschluss with Austria. So we are no longer... I have no idea where I was going with that. Austria is now part of the German Reich. And now they're going for the Sudetenland from Czechoslovakia. What is Mexico going with? Just out of curiosity. They're going for equipment effort 3 down here. Their army might be more advanced than what I was expecting. We would just let these guys take all the way up. I mean, you know, no reason not to. It's not like we need them right this very second. Just a few days away. And we'll have new support weapons as well. So hopefully our troops will be far better than the troops of Mexico. We're going to pick up improved infantry equipment. And for our national focus, we will grab that one, definitely. Military construction. So I'm thinking with these group of Marines, we do a naval invasion from here, probably to here, take over these two ports, and then just move some forces across and start like a pincer movement. Free military factories, more support equipment, more infantry equipment. Sorry, brain is a little bit on the fritz today. Excavation 2 is done. Was I not grabbing decryption? Oh, I thought I had. We will grab radio detect. No, we won't. That's silly. We will grab battlefield support. We're now 50%, just over 50% fascist. So I believe it's either the next time the elections roll around, or we now have a chance for an event where we just become fascist. And the one thing I really want to see is if we will have the New Deal. Ah, there we go. Fascists demand referendum. The rapidly growing American fascist movement has never claimed that they need majority support before they seize power, counting on uniting the nation under their leadership once rule is established. However, it seems that public support has grown rapidly. Many fascists are now calling Franklin Delano Roosevelt a hypocrite, claiming to represent the wishes of the people while turning a deaf ear to the masses who want to set the United States on the path to greatness. Huh. That's a little bit relevant at the moment, isn't it? The call for a referendum has been dismissed as typical attempts at disrupting the system by Democratic Party members so far. But at least it's a political measure. If we do not act now, the fascists may choose the violent struggle as a better path to power. Why would we choose that? So our national unity will go down to 60%. So we did not lose Home of the Free or the New Deal. The Free American Empire. We need to get rid of undisturbed isolation. That is going to be the next thing we do. But we are now successfully fascist. We have united the American people under the banner of authoritarianism, and we are seeking to make ourselves more powerful. Now, I'm going to put a cut here, just so, because I started the timer just before, and it's been 10.5 minutes. So, so we'll call it. I'll put a cut here. So this episode may have been a bit short or a bit long, so I apologize. But I'll make sure to activate the timer properly this time. So thank you all for watching. I hope to see you next time. Everyone have a great and wonderful day. See ya.